I'm Will from Alpha Watch. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about things that you can do to help protect yourself against your bike being stolen.
Shut up and sit down.
So there's a lot of videos going around at the moment. We know there's an increase in crime of bike theft. They used to just steal them from outside your house. Now with the increased security that everyone's putting on, it's now much easier just to steal it from you while you're riding around. A lot of the time it's done when you're stationary. So at traffic lights, just at natural stops, or they'll pull in front of you and steal your bike that way. So I want to share with you a few things that you can do. First things first, you always, if you're in any threat or danger, just hand the key over, hand the bike over. There's no point getting involved. If you think that you're still going to be at risk, even if though you do hand over the keys or over the bike, then you have to do something about it. And that's what today's going to be about. I'm going to show you some options. A lot of the times that you can spot it before it even happens. So if you look at YouTube and all the videos where it's happening, you'll see that the guy with the GoPros on, they clog them all the time, but they just don't do anything about it. So preventive measures, first of all, is don't stop too close to the vehicle in front. It enables you to have some maneuverability to be able to get out and around and away from the threat. So you're able to pull away quite quickly. If you buck up too close, you've got no maneuverability and you're going to have to fight your way out, or as I say, hand over your keys. Another thing as well to think about is what you're looking for. So if you think you're being followed by what you perceive to be bike thieves, then circle round about twice, for example, just to confirm that you are being followed. Don't stop in quiet areas. See if you can keep going to a police station or just a busy area with lots of CCTV. If you do have to stop, i.e. they're pulling in front of you and braking, or it's becoming too dangerous for you to continue, dismount, and ideally you want to get off the bike and ready so that if you have to fight, you're standing up and not on your bike, because it's a lot more difficult that way. So I'm going to show you a few options now in different scenarios of how to defend yourself if you didn't want to hand over the keys, you didn't want to hand the bike, and you wanted to have a go and fuck them up. So I'm going to show you how you can strike against a motorcycle helmet. Obviously it's going to be a little bit different to normal combatives. So we're not just going to be punching, because we're going to damage our hand and it's not really going to have that much effect on them. So instead we can use palm heels. That's where we're using the meaty part of our hand and we're hitting up. So here has quite a good effect. You'll see how the body goes back. So from there we can launch other combatives, such as in here. So we can do this. We can also use hammer fists. So we're coming down or across on the target. If we go down here, up, or onto the side. Again, we can use other things as well. We can use elbows, so we can be here. We can do backwards, here, and you see how we can link it all together. So if someone's coming at you and they're after your bike and you need to do quick combatives, we're here and we're away. Again, you can attack the body and the legs. So if we hit him here, go for here, hit him here, boom, here. Okay, so linking the combinations. The body, the headshots disorientate them, then you can attack the leg where they haven't got any protection, or the body themselves, and then just blitz your way through. Obviously just do enough to get away. Normally as well there's going to be more than one of them, so don't focus all your attention on just trying to smash them up. So there's a video doing the rounds at the moment. Two lads pull up on a moped, one of them jumps off and reaches over, grabs the guy's keys. So the reason they'll reach over is to grab your keys or hit the kill switch, so they don't want you riding off, obviously. So you have to prevent that arm coming in. You can intercept the arm, so if the arm comes in we can just push it away, but that's not going to stop them from doing anything, so we have to counter strike that as well. So I'm going to bounce off of that push and strike. So if Rich comes in here, I'm going to come in here, and then I can carry on my combatives either get away or dismount the bike and carry on smashing through. So I'll show you the bounce again. So it comes in, bounce in here, combatives. We don't want to punch, as I explained earlier, because we're going to damage our hand. So we hammer fist or elbow. So again, it comes in, I'm in here, boom, and then I can get away. Okay, so we're bouncing off. I say bounce off, and I'll do it slowly. Bouncing off and hammer fist in, or bouncing off, delivering an elbow, and then further combatives and getting away. Or as I say, we can dismount, and then we just go through our standard combatives that I've shown you already. So it's as simple as that.
Shut up and sit down.
Videos out there as well of when they come up to you and they just push you straight off the bike. It's easy now to wrestle with you. So obviously the first thing you want to do is pay attention. You want to notice them. If you've got plenty of time, you want to side stand down and dismount. Either let them have the bike or deal with the threat there and then from standing. It's much easier if you're standing to deal with it. If you are sat on the bike and you can't stand up and get away, and they are looking at pushing you, Rich is coming in, I'm in here, and then I'm away. So we're scooping the hands a bit slowly, scooping the hands, palming in, elbow in. I can hammer fist here, shove in, and I can get away. So we'll do it one more time at real speed. It's been known a lot of times, all you have to do is YouTube it, but a lot of times they'll be carrying weapons. If that is the case and they've got a knife or a bat or a metal pole or something, dismount the bike onto the safe zone. So if my attacker is here on my right, I'm going to dismount to the left. I can use the bike then as a barrier and a safe zone. If he comes around with his knife, that's when we go into our knife defense. Refer to the other video on that. It'll be exactly the same if they're wearing a helmet or not. So that essentially is your best option if they're coming at you with a weapon. So it's been known to happen once or twice where the knife threat's been held. So if Rich comes up and he's sort of here, I can't dismount the bike and get to my safe side and use the bike as a barrier. I have to deal with this threat immediately. So I'm either just going to hand the bike over and that be that, or if I know that he's going to hurt me even if I hand it over, I'm going to have to deal with this. So the immediate threat is this knife. So our hands come up straight away in line with it. We want to secure the hand first, then strike. Then we can batter through here. I've got the knife here. I can twist the arm round, strip it. Don't do that, drop it. Push away, get away. The other way to deal with it is this threat comes on. My hands come up. I don't want anything to do with it. Strike him here. Notice how that's here. Strip the weapon. And I'm away. So again, if this threat comes on, and they're after your bike, let them get the bike. But if this threat's here, and you know even if you give them the bike that you're still at harm, you have to deal with this. So all I'm going to do is my hands come up in line with it. I'm going to grab it, strike him. Notice how I can strip the weapon here, elbow, and I'm away. It's as easy as that.